Well, the long-anticipated age of robots and artificial intelligence is upon us. And as we cheer the innovation, many wonder what the eventual human toll will be. Now, I was hoping it would be to sort of blow up the so-called supply chain, excuse for offshoring American jobs. But then this morning I read about a U.S. camera-equipped robot patrolling grocery store aisles looking for spills. Now, what happens is the robot will detect one, and then it will alert a human worker in a control center. It's in the Philippines. Joining me now, Managing Director of Bain & Company's Macro Trends Group, Karen Harris. Karen, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You know, listen, we're all excited about, all the automation that's right there. We're in the midst of it, right? We're making that transition right now, and there's a lot of questions about how it impacts jobs, and we talk about King Lud and don't be worried about it. But this time it feels different, is it?
I think you're absolutely right. In fact, we're really early in the phase of robotics and automation, especially in the service sector. When Bain looked at this topic, what we see is with just machine learning, the kind of sensors you have and human hand dexterity that's available today, between now and 2030, we could lose 30 to 40 million jobs, which is about 20 to 25% of the workforce. So the most disruptive thing that's happened to the labor pool in 100 years.
Now, in the past, of course, the fears were overcome by productivity, different jobs that were opened up. I mean, there won't be a parallel 20 or 30 million jobs that replace those that are lost.
Eventually, I believe in the innovation of the American economy. Eventually, we will be better off.
But if a robot builds a robot,
right.
if a computer gets smarter and smarter, where do we fit in that equation?
Right. It's a great question. There are jobs that we know humans are better at doing. For example, even if you think about elder care, they're the physical labor of helping an older person, but there's also the cognitive stimulus, playing games, listening to stories that we know forestalls
Reading a teleprompter?
Reading a teleprompter. That forestalls dementia. So we'll see innovation. It's just, I think to your point, the transition, this is twice as broad and twice as fast as the transition from agriculture to industry. And so it's going to be a turbulent period while we go through this.
Can it change it's interesting, we're in the midst of this big dispute with China, and a lot of big businesses are arguing, hey, you're disrupting the supply chain. For me, it's a euphemism for cheap labor. And if robots are doing so many jobs, wouldn't the supply chain change in of itself, and shouldn't we be bigger beneficiaries of that?
Yeah, the sequencing is really important here, right? So when Bain did this work, we looked at demographics, automation, and the impact on inequality. And what we saw was right now we're in a period where, for the first time in decades, the labor pool is getting smaller globally. So to your point, as the labor pool was expanding, labor got cheaper overseas. We built these long supply chains. Now that the labor pool is shrinking in China, in Germany, growing more slowly in the U.S., costs rise, robotics gets cheaper, and we see this uptake of automation replacing workers. And so that should and will bring more and more production onshore in developed countries like America and create some real strains for emerging markets that count on shipping to us.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough for the emerging markets. Great news for America. But in the transition period, we've got a minute left. But in your report, you talk about this 10 to 15-year boom. But you also talk about highly skilled, high-income labor. When General Motors announced that they were closing a plant, they couldn't say, hey, we know that people at this plant have been working here for 30 or 40 years. They couldn't say, but they don't have the skill set to do what we need them to do. And yet, that's really probably what's going on here. How do we get Americans those skill sets?
Yeah, that's the third step, right? The demographics, the automation, and the inequality, that the early phases of this go to highly skilled workers or people who own the capital.
Who's responsible for that, government or business or a combination of both?
I think it has to be a combination. I know our clients are really worried about helping the people who work for them find new jobs and new opportunities, but each individual company can't help everyone, so we all need to participate in that.
All right, Karen, thank you very much. Really appreciate the conversation.